4.7 Asempa FM so ni Ekosiisen dwumadi no asugu so a utie no 25 minutes after 4 mene Honorable Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, Education Minister and a MP for Menchia South constituency and AD Nkomo. I would want to clarify this. Enti Sawhwe nsemo Honorable Kaye from the NDC's manifesto under education. Into earlier, my producers not a type me share online, the online version of the manifesto. But to be clear, no me amako me kai mo akwa the original copy of the manifesto and this is original copy mensakai at the manifesto launch. Yeah.
Manifesto
oh, that be
this version, the new international version.
No, where the original version I mean Sakai from the party's manifesto launch and I mean Sa Ekanwe. It is I will share page 68. Providing globally competitive and quality education. Under that, a whole page, the ama background, kasa 7.2.1 under teacher motivation, 7.22 a basic school education. 7.23 is secondary education. Over 7.24 technical and vocational education and training. 7.25 a special needs education. And over 7.26 a tertiary education. Legal education will have student loan, lifelong learning, and a restoring credible examinations. Ninyina ewo manifesto nim. Inti bebiana honorable refer to me page 69, and that is under providing globally competitive and quality education. Omo kan sembebre paragraphs no edoso. Inti 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. The 11th paragraph, no page 69. And I say the automatic posting of teachers without national service and licensure exams will be reversed under the John Mahama administration in 2021. And this confirms the honorable kind at the MI, and it would see maybe we would have to get the NDC to respond to this because the Omo kind of fast answer and the communications officer has been on this program a number of times. So about Bekasa Omo Ba Umbicha license name na Omasan Echa national service no emo. It seems the manifesto is saying a different thing. Honorable, yes, we've confirmed from the original manifesto.
The make pulling agents and I make pink sheets.
Yes.
Document no kutameno. And this if I want to make maximum use of manual verification. Say omeka say machines na say. Eti yinim now you photo there ma onkoto.
But that will not be their call. Say electoral officers say all constituency election directors have been notified to make maximum use of the window for manual verification. Document
copy. Window for manual verification in some regions, every 3 p.m. They are to ensure that this is carried out in NDC strongholds, NDC strong performing police stations, 55 police stations and police stations where margin of loss to the MPP is minimal. This directive has been communicated to all heads of agents in the constituencies in these regions: Volta, Central, Northern, Savannah, Western, Ahafo, and parts of Greater Accra. Most verification machines will be deliberately tampered to malfunction. What is that 2012 ABC?
Honorable, anybody can write this and pass it off as
what's that 2012? President Mahama out. Some machines that say it was some parts of water they get
for manual.
International 3 days they be there too. They want to repeat it. Over almost 1 billion ID cards or person will check for this agenda.
Honorable, you are making serious allegations.
Allegations that make
from a document I will be any baby female.
In all the 60 regions, the ballot protection units members are ready and will be deployed to every police station by 6:30 on the election day. All of them will be wearing observer tags, permitting them entry to and access to police stations. The biggest challenge of MPP is how to deal with text messages, audios, WhatsApp screenshots that will be put in the public domain between 4th, 5th, and 6th at the morning of the 7th December, using social media intended to infuriate voters, create fear, and create anger so as to influence voters. By midday, other messages will be put out there suggesting the MPP is rigging the elections and subverting the will of the people. This will be followed by press releases or conferences before, during, and after the polls. They go further. Our team is on the ground to counter, prevent, execute, and to report ASCP issues beyond our control. Domi Kwabeya, Ponkantamansu, Adentan, Medina, Weja, Minyane Ashamai, Ningo Pram, Ododiodio Teba, all the seats. I also West Ogon, Amasama, Lejokuku, Dadiko Topon, Adai, Shao Sudoku, Kole Klote, Sege Krowo, Okakwe Bawe, Ablekuma are places where nearly 60% of the police stations will witness some level of collusion in favor of NDC. Please kindly go through, I have another document. Please kindly go through project 56 7D20.
Is the police privy to this document?
What I'm trying to say is that NDC for what you say elections we won't call it free and fair. In voter regi about 3 intimi chesi MPP party agents yebebo only easy for retired officers. The problem I have is that over election they will be one only easy staff and we are temporary staff.
Yeah, temporary staff.
Only did bonino. Bonino. It will say you may did daho. The big country one say that's what the information we have it.
But you don't just keep it and put it on radio.
Oh,
you should forward it to
the
appropriate
mayor the main canwa. The mayor for we who the main control that no matter how you twist it and turn it. What I'm trying to say is that we have detailed plans what they are doing. Kuma I said to you, Kuma say, walk behind 9-5, so the microphone go. Yeah, sure. I can tell you more and more. Central region, Western region, Central region who profiling 800 police stations are MPP that winning to cause this agenda. We know what they are doing. Of the market fires, they die. Oh, Massa.
But you are in government, honorable.
Let me see the my make culture. Open because my say. Baby, I'm needing kind to Jack Radeha. Say no about Humberto. We have first news. What's that all public community? I'm coming to vacation. Found to the car heavy. I had a minute to because we better be a no my brother. Oh, I am the catcher said no Pokwajima. They handed over news, a cow jay, and the tenure 4 years for education. It is an embarrassment to education. I see what did not tell. That minister, the expert in literature, because we embarrassment to education. What did you want them say? So the correctly, and then I was small from me call my bush phobia or catch was did you not tell. But did that them say? No, Papa catch a Ghana for between January and September. So who policy document be free SHS me boa me boa.
Yes, he said that.
Also who policy document. Also who policy document. You call parliament call your budget where who budget plan be a cater for free SHS. It's your boa. You launch here don't know why West African Secondary School here. Also who can starting free SHS. And let me say so can it say and no embarrassment because what I started there I don't know who something for policy document. So who and I start here. Why are you going from radio station asking me for policy documents?
So they admit somebody are progressive. Any
free such as done and now do ye bini. What's a kente? You the army.
Yes.
I don't know the GTP for operating. I pay.
Dabi.
What would the other say the GTP for operating? Kente and China. I would say China. Odi hotel you man apa. Odi goods you man na Sudi ayeni in ama. No colors the trouble. What I'm trying to say is that the worst government for education in Ghana's history since 1957 was 2012 to 2016 under John Dramani Mahama.
With Jane Nano Opoku as education minister.
She's the worst education minister in history. Under her tenure, President Mills in 2009 increased the capitation grant from 3 cities to 4 cities 50 pesos. 4 years under Jane Nano Opoku, with inflation running riot, Oma increased that.
That's capitation grant.
Capitation grant. The whole time you want to textbook and secondary school be other. Well, to be a supply chalk and school, not only chalk, establishment supplies they call it one year bidder. Or teacher trade allowance. Or book and research allowance. No free university ever. And now President Akufo-Addo extended contract for university lecturers. Why did we can't contribute a document in MP? And you say, baby, she's the worst minister of education ever.
Honorable Shesa data way. We were going through on this whole debate around free senior high school, and the research team they put you way together on the NDC side.
Research,
that's the production team. No, if it's not factual, you would know. If it's not factual, you would know. In October 2012, NDC launched a more manifesto.
They said that internet.
Yeah, remember. In the manifesto, no more promise to build 200 new secondary schools. That's the community day schools. 2013, Omudi Tuja in the budget said government will construct 200 new community day schools for this year. For this year, 50 community-based and 10 colleges of education will be completed in order to increase accessibility to secondary education. Subsidies will be provided to students in all public senior high and technical schools. And in 2014, the government launched the Secondary School Improvement Project in Kintampo, a facility of $156 million from the World Bank. And as part of this facility, 23 additional day community senior high schools. 30,000 new high school students were to be enrolled. 150,000 students in low-performing schools were to be catered for. 2,000 senior high school teachers, head teachers, and other education officials were to be trained. Again, 10,000 needy students using very scientific processes will be identified and supported throughout their secondary education. And I remember the government then communicated, say, the students will be taken care of in the entire 3 years. School bags will be provided, school uniforms, shoes, bicycles, etc. for some of these students. Honorable government Otimikonya facility be say the Beshe school, mono. Would you say it's a West government relative to education?
We have done much better than that. Schools, 200 and so you see 50 every year now.
Yes.
Besides World Bank 23, World Bank we know what he say. And they by saying area about of the World Bank. Total schools are always say habitable and cohabitable school was 29. Yep, as we speak, let's say 29 of the same E-blocks.
Mama, we 29.
9 of the same E-blocks. I don't NDC for starting at different stages. You have 2 open projects in Nimui. But you can see E-block of Murem. Say Kolan and Nantinko. Baby, we get reports from the chiefs and the people. Debia. So this government has taken the point. Say E-blocks, the infant dormitories in Kokahon. Because the whole concept was day school. Aha. Now, because this school, if you drop on group, I call drop on school near 5 kilometers. When the president called drop on you have to fire car go. Or he didn't say, now should I ever now Abrobes attacking Ukrumo, about the car to you. That's all he in the car to cry to me for quite the sea. President Bianco school, I collaborate them. So the government, in order not to waste resources at the board in accounts, in
the how many in the estimate board in accounts?
It's in the process. It's the process. Being card that's about with school between BBA one day. Or could the top promise so basically 50 schools a year? Shall research?
Yeah, it's in there.
What's he say? In fact, okay, the only call ye Gribu Cross 48. Say, as I was a quadri, yeah, but then call research crack about permanent for university. Of course, so we in the certificate credit Sakaya. Give up Pamono. Even Pamono. And then also there free SHS. Mahama Yariga in 2017, they abide court here free SHS then Napku. Open Google. Mention date. Eko Supreme Court ko luzui, that's all winning about free SHS. Mahama Yariga. It is also the NDC for car. What we are before Mwaka. Asama Umpesoka.
But honorable, the success according to them of Sir World Bank intervention, no? Where 10,000 new students.
Up to that, under the MPP,
yes,
we continue with the needy students program. It was not 1 year. World Bank now started project that
was in 2014.
Up to that, you buy more money called additional financing the account
for some needy students.
For some needy, all the categories.
And this
as we speak, World Bank are committing over 200 million for us in the West 10,000 schools, going to affect 2.4 million children, going to affect school management, giving the schools learning grants. It is can the World Bank support in World Bank support papa. Wait, or say affecting how many secondary schools? 200 now by CB. World Bank for no musi say.
Yeah, no musi 23. Now World Bank is 23.
Say the Gromoni. It's a big catch say every single measure the MPP the this be true you beat you 10 times. Create loot and share, incompetence, indecision, corruption.
My memosa way 30,000 new high school students will be enrolled as part of this project. 150,000 students in low performing schools will be taken care of. Later, more than 10,000 back out.
But you know the failure of that whole project?
It was a failure?
I'm telling you. You know the failure of that whole project? In transition from junior high school to senior high school, the conundrum of 100,000 students not being able to go one past was not solved by this issue.
What's that
problem? 2016.
But in 2016, the promises
GS. GS releases approved fees. 25th August 2015.
Yes.
25th August 2015.
2015, yes.
2015. Ghana Education Service has released approved fees for the second cycle institutions for the 2015-2016 academic year. Boarding students are expected to pay 724.
Okay.
While day students will be required to pay 405.
405.
405. Drama progressive free SHS. Now 48 cities.
48 cities.
48 cities. Now no Opoku by handing over news. Or say social intervention programs are going to be in Chiaka. Feeding grants for colleges of education. Feeding grants for special schools. Now them 2 years. Special schools, basic schools, 28. Senior high school subsidy. Senior high schools, they was subsidy or 30 cities. Now they cut 2 years. Progressive free senior high school. Now they cut 2 years. 33 million. No try. Capitation grant. Now they cut 8.4 million. No try. Establishment supply. Class attendance register. Teachers notebook and chalks. Now they cut 10 million cities. Exercise books, school uniform, school standards. Now they cut 131 million. No
and we want to hand over.
Handing over those. Tama vice president call school be of West in Sawango. You must say I can't so the church. That the deal did no. Choco cry went to be and to be. 4 years. What the teacher be could choco? 4 years of Nadado. What is it? I do me.
Because Honorable Oka 2015-2016 and Edeme call the State of the Nation of John Mahama in 2014. He made the point, said the Ministry of Education, following consultations with stakeholders, has prepared a report on the roadmap for a progressive introduction of free secondary education in Ghana as required under the 1992 Constitution. And through this, the government budgeted for the first term of 2015-2016 academic year to absorb the examination, entertainment, library, SRC, sports, culture, science development, science and mathematics quiz, ICT, and co-curricular fees. For 320,488 day students in public senior high schools as captured in the 2016 budget statement. And I think the budget together is it around. Okay, now we can say
that's what we can do. What's up? As a pet here.
No, are you saying, sir?
What am I saying?
Sir, line items. I'm about to 48 cities.
Check it. 1 city, 2 cities. Culture fees, 2 cities. 50 pesos. 2 cities. Sad here. Feeding none of what they say.
Yeah.
And only way there for
this. Way for this student. Yes.
370,000. That's how will be for the senior high school subsidy.
Yeah.
And we are different from Northern Students Grant. Say here no casino. No more to school support Northern region for 3 months. Not chance for court demonstration or 2 because for 3 years now grant coin. Because they know you are administered through scholarship secretariat.
Inti honorable sa intervention where NDC at the buyer or monetary ho kano. Yeah. How would you term a moment say a scholarship and I say what is it?
A scholarship because I buy the share bill no and the ye be free.
Ye new money be free.
See high school subsidy no buy the share bill and no ye be free. And
the student will to your tuition fee.
Me say I don't make catch we.
No, I know.
Okay, tuition fee.
Okay.
Get it on record.
Okay.
Since Kwame Nkrumah from basic school to university, obi a jet tuition fees.
Okay.
Eti enoma kika ho de nya you chia wo Ghana.
Okay.
A baby about your tuition. A baby anywhere you calculate tuition for
fees. Okay. In the amount fees, the cost they feeding no.
Feeding is the highest component.
Okay. And under the free SHS now na aban afasa.
Anya no kwa uniforms. Uniform kwa cost so charge the wage na uniform kwa 80 cedis.
80 cedis.
80 cedis where you say?
Where 48 cedis.
What's that? 48 when we 2 years. Don't try to do a parliament say budget we are budgeting for budgeting releases in the actuals and share. So see I be me you really be sick bia reflecting on ministry but 3 months as 6 months and share pagro that's what you and now you the hunter papa that them guso just be kwa be kokumba now they worry be kwa or storm me kwama na basa to say okwa shida they worry group
inti comparing the free SHS now to what the NDC say they introduce per these facts no more the cover the inti apart from feeding everything here PTA part that teacher motivation okay
school uniform arts visual arts painting link and the art people home economics music for that laboratories chemicals school uniform school cloth boarding feeding 3 times day school hot meal utilities technical smoker T square
motor T square
every year 65,000 students have benefited technical institutes from the Nada's free senior high school component. TVET is free. And it's a good contemporary that Ramama. Whether could job baby so that the free SHS by 48 graduate to be a chair.
Honorable, the no, not me. The 48 CDs, no. Is it the budgetary allocation for progressive na more divided by the number of students to benefit the munya 48?
Or say or say 300 how many students?
320,000.
And that's can say.
So can a little over 20 million Ghana
divided.
In that division is what you did, right?
Oh, they divided.
But let me get the actual amount.
Yeah. But that is perfunctory. Why establish a day school? Day students pay.
Yeah, no, day student pay.
Not day student don't need you.
No.
Not an ad did he. Not an ad did he. When textbooks in Kaho. Now do my textbooks. Where science books in notebooks in Kaho.
Yeah.
Now do science books in literature, the English books in Kaho. Now do ye. Osama core textbooks. Or set your WASI exams. Only in 2016, Nipa don't qualify for WASI. You release your results because you want to pay school fees.
2016. How much WASI ni
results of 51,495 fee-owing WASI candidates blocked.
So they wrote the WASI.
Yes.
But when Timmy and clear school fees and you more your results. 2016.
And that job man running my hammer. And it was for every year. For every 100,000 under John Mama and they qualified to go to secondary school, 35,000 couldn't go because of money. The rest who to go, for every 100 that went, 22 fell along the wayside because of money. For the rest that sat the exams, which is about 260,000, 280,000, 51,000 of their your results are moved. So if you are buying now your president, now on thinking you overlook these things. Say quality education. Oh, we are say free and now do free SHS ever destroy quality education. Quality education over half of the people need to be benefiting. Quality education. Who are mat 10? Now the 5 co school, no one for 5 and co school. Also, the 5 now and co school, no co school. About dilute quality. Can be can't say me but Majai. Can be can't say me Majai. Obi a this because after all the Marco Dubai, the Mantra. It you Nan Papa is one of the richest men in Ghana. No, any Papa is minister. No, quite water primary. Yeah. One of the most expensive private schools are now to be ako. Other than Papa didn't call Tamale. On one or two on the book. Or said to enjoy Kwame Nkrumah's free grant or no. Or no, there will be bad bino. Slide baby could be there. Kokoi baby could be there. Or say Kokoi was go to your school fees. Now Papa this kind of school free. That is the NDC that can speak on both sides of their mouth. Obun quality be can kokodi to tumbo man yefufu.
Honorable yenim sir.
Anya yenim.
No meba.
President mama to be bien anuka so the starting free etc. Na me busa no.
How different is free SHS now from Northern Grant started one Chrome?
Northern Grant was only for feeding.
Okay, and then they take it feeding.
Only feeding.
The students were taking care of all the other things. Books and this are money.
Books and count. And about you, Okobi. Mima Okobi. And I'll catch you.
It is a feeding pen and Nkrumah taking care of. It is the free SHS now is an improved version of what Nkrumah did.
It is all over Ghana. And I don't say here ni baby or Ghana. Or say equity, your best schools, no. Poor children soon could be, provided you get the basic passes. What did the paper?
Yeah.
Aha. It is here Skadipe in school. Here the bus will quite what at the Prempeh College, Wesley Girls today, our category A schools, here any for Manasu Kobi. Ghana had your mama here, yeah, because on he has it. But insofar as a here for any aspiration, any hope, no, I'm robbing a because.
Wow. And you reject any claim by any other political party to lay claim to free SHS.
But you be, but the other man about the CCR Bagana Funti. Both Mangana Funti.
Okay. And my mention if say we are.
No. Share the ones son.
Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. Many mistakes have been made by countries in Africa already with free SHS.
If you look at the cost of education in this country, in any country, it is very, very expensive. It is not possible to say that, when you are a border and you are going to school, all the feeding, all the accommodation, all the tuition fee and everything is free.
Ekofo Addo stated that he's going to give us free senior high school, free food for everybody, including day students. If you pass in front of the school, you get people. If you pass in front of the school, you get people.
The government has budgeted 2 billion cedis for free SHS for this academic year. If you have 2 billion more to spend on education, will you spend all of it on free SHS?
Free SHS that has caused meningitis in our schools and led to the loss of 8 Ghanaian young lives. The free SHS that is an abysmal failure. That free SHS that has led to the highest failure rate in the past decade in the WASI. Is that what you're talking about? You're not thinking. The free SHS is an abysmal failure. Abysmal failure.
Education, no. And yeah, the best education,
When today you are hearing Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP going all over the country shouting free SHS, free SHS, free SHS. That is what you call all lie be lie.
Asempa FM.
Ya momo for munyo. Fifi kweto to kodo Leokran. Leokran kwa de ka tie de kakra. O se ka yitibi obetu ya kakwa be kroma na be. And this is 20 years. It's not because I said Kwame Nkrumah bit me na went to be na do buy wa be ya na do buy better than Kwame Nkrumah buy on education matters.
That's the basis for that claim.
That's the basis for my claim. And this is for what is all because Leokran say ultra school work could for free. Already clear. So Leokran dey koja oil under President Kofo. O say Adwemo. He was noted for his sarcastic comments. Mini papa no. But me need to say. On the e-block no catch up say free education ministry adum say no. Sir, what go see e-block TTB 19 time no be that 10 time.
Asempa FM.
Okuye to basero. I say na okuye to basero. Na be me see ko munya no to say the aya akra kan dey kika one story. Now go see four story, which is true. Maintenance, obeda ko, scaffold the bed ko 4th floor, akoti 10 time. What you say? What I'm trying to say is that these people, I got the court 2017, 2018. Headed and net John Mamba to work on the starting free high school. And we go for document we don't circulating, say UNESCO. For President Obama for free secondary education.
Yeah.
Read the document, no?
It's a story. A news story.
Correct? A headline, no? I depicting your president. And then the story is the story contradictory. Because anything for them say, Ghana for king can deal. It is not a twisted headline. No what JD. If you don't share what I say what baby crabui. So when I'm part because of licensing exams. Meanwhile, documented in 2016, on the catch Ghana for 2016, on the catch Ghana for say teacher licensing exam almost started that academic year. OGD, and now you mean BHO. Almost say teacher licensing exams almost started in 2016-2017. Jacob Ko any new teacher licensing starts 2016-2017.
And there's a story by the Daily Graphic.
Yes, reporting. Starts 2016-2017. And then those who will be trip. 2016-2017, what the president? You start your academic year. Sometime now, Osaka said boarding starts in September this year. What time, sir? September times. Or say boarding education starts.
That's free boarding education.
Free boarding starts. Or say Ghana boarding school now. Boarding school and dilute quality education. So look at it. Your mama, or say boarding school. MPP's huge spendings on free senior high school compromising quality education. John Dramani Behame, Mekasakwa. Oh yeah, you just have a NDC will extend free SHS to cover private school. Now they say koda. Also public school pedigree a compromising quality. Now they call private school the better. And who understand the quality the cost. John Mama didn't know they didn't understand what they were doing in the Ministry of Education. Tiebie. John Mama now Tiedi Osaka. Free SHS will collapse Ghana education system, Bahama. Free SHS will collapse Ghana education system, Bahama. Tie, I brought free SHS. Sans anyway. Sabibi pa how would you obey that you can never quit that can answer.
Honorable sir, so we share our manifesto, which is like the document binding or more.
And a macho for me. Mr. John,
I get you, maybe. Or say under secondary education, the next NDC government will make the free senior high school program better by ensuring that its numerous challenges are addressed and higher standards introduced. B. Expand the free senior high school program to cover students in private senior high schools in undeserved/deprived areas. No, it's not undeserved. Underserved, sorry. In underserved/deprived areas. Meaning, sir, students in private senior high schools across the whole Ghana. Be underserved and deprived areas. I don't know. This is what it
419 that they be American.
C, or say abolish the double track system. This is a manifesto promise they've made. In fact, beyond this, no, I can say obe ending the first 1 year. D, complete abandoned structures for secondary and technical education, including abandoned e-blocks, to cater for current student and expected increase in admissions. And now Kawa has said they would strengthen and sustain private participation in the delivery of secondary education, ensure newly created regions have functioning directorates of education. Meaning, no, I'm not reading
Bogus manifesto. That way, Fativet.
Okay.
Free. The largest infrastructure expansion ever in our secondary system.
The largest infrastructural expansion. How so?
I'm telling you, over 1,101 structures are going up in secondary schools across the country.
Yeah, but they argue, say, and only new secondary schools. These are structures in existing secondary schools. Mobile moon see secondary schools.
And schools so yeah, will be uncle. Of course, this schools see Muramuno. The sensible thing to have done is the schools and Colorado Pen expanding and start bringing a bit up. And tell President Kofo starting model schools, linear category A schools.
Yeah.
That is the wisdom. Tell President Opoku no nim the oye or Tiokwa. So ko si school na nkola ne nko double so we school is ignorant nko extreme gambiga fombesi schools this is yours obi anko. I don't know what
are they completed schools?
Yes.
And
Obianko because ultimately for so Columbia secondary school be Ghana ho. Hanaonim. Ghana is not the secondary school located in your constituency or your district that you attend. You attend where your brain will take you. Hence I say here, all the best secondary schools are where? In the south. It cannot be there. No, sir. The NDC for Canada, if it is not say, I'll put money in your pocket in my second term. We are not, I'm not a magician. Muhammad tells unemployed graduates, I'm not a magician. We are not about, I'm seeking re-election to provide youth with jobs. Also, a magician, no, catch on graduates. It's the second term. No president will put money in your pocket. Okasa basa.
I can't be down in the
basa. It's the consistency for which he lies. That is my worry. Or say my first term, my second term, I'll provide 3 million jobs. Or say I'm not a magician to do jobs. But my second term, I'll provide 3 million jobs. Say do 2016, or say 2020, or say I'll provide 1 million jobs. Oh, what did I say? Or say I'll cancel teacher training allowance if it's going to cost my presidency. They said, when I come, I'll continue with teacher training allowance. But we should all think about it. If we can employ more teachers, why should I put it there?
He has promised to end double track in 1 year. What's your reaction?
It's not possible. That? So, but end double track in 1 year.
And you're possible.
It's not possible.
How is it not possible?
How is it possible? The students in the facilities. Where are they going to put them? And he says you bring
on board the private schools. Because more close to 600,000 spaces. Why don't you use it?
This is a fake statement. It's not true. How many private schools are there? Say in secondary. And what are their capacities? And where are they located?
They don't have those spaces?
They don't have those spaces. Do the government schools, public schools, don't have 600,000 places?
But no matter how limited their spaces are, so what do you mobile on board at M1 in
on which basis so they call her no why they no could you school fees. And now what Also, free SHS, look at the call public schools now, dilute to quality. It would the private schools, they come, I'm not going to choose private school. Fees now, private school, they determine, and I say, would not be fees, I'm a private school, now, don't manako. You see, obviously, we try to tackle World Bank, say, policy or lucky policy credibility. Or Kasa will be entailed with a pinch of salt. Nobody, after that document signed by John Mahama to IMF, nobody should trust him and vote for him again. Yet the Ghana shows, sir. 2014, our economy was one of the best. If you like, check.
2014?
Yes.
So, yes, from 2010, 2011.
We had, economy was one of the best.
14%
yes.
GDP growth in 2011.
Oba Ekose. Ofri today say
3.6.
Ofri today say 3.2. The worst economic growth in ever since we started the 1992 constitution happened under John Dramani Mahama. No president has sacrificed his own people more than John Dramani Mahama. So that's kind of high. And confirm the high.
But he will tell you the
basket weavers.
The record shows end this year will be doing 0.95, almost 1.3%
of the
GDP growth. So
yeah,
that's worse than.
It's not true. It's not true.
How is it not true?
It's not true. Go and check your figures. What at COVID impacted here? What was the projected GDP growth? That is why the Bank of Ghana in the latest report said Ghana's economic outturn has been much better than even forecasted.
Asempa FM.
But sir, GDP growth of 9%.
But for COVID, it was around 6.1.
But for COVID, it's over 3.
Yes, but now there is COVID.
And how do you compare COVID to Job Harvest time?
There was doom so. It affected economic growth.
And said Job Harvest time. I did call 3.2. There was doom so.
It was also a form of a crisis, no?
COVID pandemic, the whole world recognizes, even almighty Germany, Angela Merkel, I said nobody should come and talk to her about deficits. Look at what is going through Germany. America, 250,000 people have died. Here can't say compare what they do so to COVID. Do so credit to career prices. 253% electricity tariff increase under John Mahama's reign. But yet the Subu 4 years.
Honorable, newly created regions, no more functioning education directorates.
Yes.
More functioning.
Everyone has a regional director and a regional director.
Newly created ones.
Yes, and even buildings that are being constructed for them. Yamomukas.
What is your alternative?
For the first time in the history of this country, in 1 year, every regional director got a new car.
A new car?
A new
new duty vehicle?
Yes, every regional director, 16. Every district director got a new vehicle.
Asempa FM.
Never happened. Every circuit supervisor got a motorbike.
Every
1,770.
The whole Ghana.
Bika. Look at the buses and pickups we have given to secondary school. Not buses that that tiny to na car they call that tiny to. Isuzus. Hilux.
Yes.
Durable cars.
Honorable, now with free education feeding component, the procurement of food stuff is centralized, meboa.
Not all. Non-perishable food stuff.
And I'm centralizing. But perishable ones, you allow the heads to do it.
Yes, the schools to buy them. So.
But the NDC is promising, said they would fully decentralize, give everything to the heads. You've heard John Mahama say that.
John Mahama, you can't say fast. John Mahama. I said, we don't care who this.
The manifesto only so.
I been up with chills this year. Catch the Ghana for some president own them say about which license him. Also, that show manifesto say about who for teacher be on your license in on your national service. When you go to the chase.
Honorable, have you seen
now the questions that if we
promote the use of IT and provide free Wi-Fi in schools.
8 years at
to
the
enhance
NDC,
the performance of
there are
students.
Wi-Fi in schools. As of now, free schools in the Busau. 8 years or by the school bed on the Wi-Fi coin. And the Wi-Fi about another time now. So it is also basic 10 colleges of education.
Yes, that was in the 2012 manifesto.
Don't tell me about who see.
Honorable.
Oh, yeah, you. Colleges of education don't absorb it. 6 don't absorb it. Then, we teacher can order. As a local. When you have foco.
Honorable, education.
Schools of special schools. And the
special
Frankfurt.
schools.
And the Abubuwa for.
Yeah.
And the woman so schools. 28 now. 2 years when you capitation there. When you Sikada.
Honorable, education.
I remember the church that trade allowance.
The NDC, of course.
What is so when you are educated? Your mama, Jedano. That is also a lie. Jenano Pokwajibai, John Mahama, FC Duketia, or when you say, Ome Tremum lose, let you lose. I think that's also a Bobbery store. Or sit down the replacing with students on what to be expanded.
Yes.
And that Nanado Danko Kufado in the last 4 years, every single year of Nana's reign, there have been more teachers in teacher training colleges or colleges of education than we came to inherit from John Mahama.
That's what the records show.
The records are there. What come to the record they be what?
So even when a mutia
allowance,
there are more students.
There are more students
now than there was.
Yes, there is. Yes, there was. There is.
No, because there are more now than there was, and that
there have ever been. They pay the amounts this year.
Yeah, that would be very, very important. At least now.
It's the only one for NDC for the Kasa. What's your boom speed? Now your evidence. Any?
Okay. Anyway, student enrollment in public colleges of education by academic levels. Okay, 2013, 2014, 2018.
We can't buy a table.
Okay.
For back on.
Okay. No problem. Sorry.
Save the ABS your glasses.
Oh, no, I can say. In the student enrollment. Okay, 2013, 2014 to 2018, 2019. In Tufa, 2013, 2014, year one. Say year one or more enter College of Education. Into now, 14,757. 14,757. 2014, 2015. 12,789. 2015, 2016. 15,727. And 2016, 2017. 16,528. 2017, 2018, 15,616. 2018, 2019, 16,117. Uko year 2 na. And also no 2013, 2014, 9,373. 2014, 2015, 14,536. 2015, 2016, 12,698. 2016, 2017, 16,101.
That I don't know how. Total enrollment, last 3 columns.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's the last one, the total.
I think it's yeah. In the total enrollment, no, we'll settle it. In the 2013, 2014, total enrollment, 33,526. 2014, 2015, total enrollment, 36,563. 2015, 2016, 42,753. 2016, 2017.
That is the last year of NDC.
Yeah, that's the last year of the NDC. 44,813. Now, what about 2017, 2018? That was you in power.
With teacher training allowance restored.
Yeah, restored. Yes. With teacher training allowances restored. 48,153. 2018, 2019. 48,085.
Okay, for a document, mommy. Who this is?
No, the report says this can be attributed to the fact that more people are now comfortable enrolling into the colleges of education. It also means that anyone who applies to a college of education intends to be a teacher for the long haul and not just a means to get into other professions. But how do we ascertain this? Honorable?
Because in the first 2 years, you buy not teacher training college, you have 4 passes in the ECO, not the 6 passes. Your first year 2017, and you have 5 passes. 2018, you have 6 passes in the ECO. So you need the same qualification now to enter a college of education, just like you need it to enter any university.
And before so we decide say we go training college, no? As a whole course you really mean to
like going to a medical school or a law school. So increasing the enrollment requirements, upping it, and restoring teacher training allowance, we still got many more people.
Many more students.
Many more students in the school than ever existed under NDC.
Honorable, education in Ghana ain't just secondary education.
The ECA wants to be just secondary education.
Yeah, I know.
Colleges.
Where colleges of education?
The first government ever to book a research allowance. My college of education and Ronaldo Danko Ekufuado. No government had ever. This is a tertiary. Yes, also just differentiated pay scale, but they also benefit from booking research allowance. The first government ever.
You basic education from kindergarten through to basic education. Maybe GHS. What has government done for them?
Wonderful. The changing of the objective-based curriculum to the standard-based curriculum. What was the last time curriculum was changed in Ghana? You call pizza and I know Pukwajiman. What do you do? Free pizza. So pizza are unfair.
For more I name pizza and the pizza near day.
International comparative education standard test. It's your 4 countries based 76. They are called Mr. Questionnaire. I'm a primary 2-4, now primary 4-4. Or science, mathematics, the same. You call Russia, you call Singapore, you call Finland, you call US. They are fast sample. You really compare how the children are behaving. Ghana, you Kujuto under President John Dramani Mahama. You really any troops say pizza to cry in your mama Ghana maybe. The worst educational outcomes happen under President John Mahama. The time you call Wasi, man's 32% they pass here. And under Nanado, they do 60 something. Which measure in education? And Mahama Bepa Nanado dear. I'm struggling. A car, Obujaka,
FM.
Teachers, the teachers were dispirited. I buy then your colors enough. Or with your instituted 3 months pay policy. And one of the people cry, or for the 2 years or you are also with your 3 months. I buy you free you buy for. I buy free you for. Then say what that no poka you say I declare I buy yes I say or them stream be no kuhu akol abrante bi no go school we are granted to a child there 7 years say or the man no start so child there it is for the p woman na yini. If it indeed is true story, there is a disgrace to President John Mahama. Now no poka do for UCC the university that has controlled education for over 30 years 40 years in this country. Also, be a teacher, be a certificate, they figure out they for UCC. Open a math teachers registration. So I pass here. It will be just a note we could write class of not 3 be there. I mean, what the university was giving us.
Asempa FM.
Let alone or metamorphosing from vice chancellor. Be education with went to me as a son. Or do you get your journal? Be our own fan. Be our own fan. Oh yeah, could keep question. Emma John Mama, I hear debate.
Honorable, what dear Mr. Honorable Mr.
Sanseba BK, studio hall of a card of Emma Kaba, Emma Unia Pay Kaba. A fair Jampu, such a know I, a local professor. say Jean Mensa or the electoral commission up our friend.
Oh no, sitting here and there is no evidence.
But
you
can
can abuse me, there is no evidence.
And the interest of the employer.
I am running on my evidence. That document go any. It's in your mouth evidence.
Ukuta this we buy. You see, become manifesto. What of this manifesto? And there will be a busa. MPP the other one.
And not maybe about we. Honorable, going forward, no. Why should the based on my year education sector over the past 4 years? Yes, why should the Ghanaian people trust you with 4 more years? Going forward,
it's obvious.
In education,
we are going to consolidate what we have started implementing. That's the first thing. Free SHS, you ain't chum to say your mama boss will be trouble. Teacher training allowance, you ain't chum to say that your mama will be trouble. Book a resale allowance, you ain't chum to say that your mama boss will be trouble. 3 months pay policy, you ain't from Mebium. Said the actually no. Said your boss will be saying. What I say? Professionalization, the Bacoso, continuous professional development, the Bacoso, Amaya and Lawada touch or yen chem. Your mama say about 1,002 no which.
And no, any manifesto anymore.
No, so which licensing, won't you say the which licensing?
Yes.
That's which licensing. Why would you give an allowance for license?
For professional
development.
Asempa FM.
Abibu sir. Said your buyer not teacher for Fakaba, they duty free. No, when they travel, your mama.
But honorable, continuing
teachers
in on the field already. No, so I'm on the license and I'm so how do they do their professional?
Continuous professional development or core credits.
Yes.
Or core programs for capacity building, need credits. That's what every professional body does.
Yes, in the counseling licensure will not mean that Sadiano will not continue.
Then you are licensure. Because teacher, then the license there be renewed. He should undergo those credits. Exams is the only one part of licensure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, exams though to get your license.
The license.
To maintain your license, you have to do continuous professional development and professional learning communities and keep a portfolio. What you say? Chief Justice because say one renew license. What you mean court crank of file case?
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah.
It's a Bible amount 1,200. Every year. So for support to license.
And teachers are happy about that. 1,300.
What is over 20 say that I do have 1,002? What is over 20 over 20 say I'm now moon trouble because of the 2 against CNVV. So say we continue salary now. Why
but are we sure so much what they are supposed to do? Do we monitor?
Teacher, you continue to see. I say, are we sure say do we monitor that? Church do you go monitor so we try the electricity? I don't check.
No, me busa question. Money to use for something.
They know that continuous professional development allowance.
Yeah.
CPD no. Omuni usually the senior and negotiate. So I buy the CPD about also teacher for call. Or the professional learning committee will also share or see any credit to buy my support. That was what brought CPD allowance. At the end of what allowance they we now can say so when you license, where your license so to be and practice as a teacher.
I just saw under more promises and what you've done over the past 4 years, Under an ongoing program, we have expanded the network of libraries.
Yes.
From 61 to 72.
Yes.
As the largest expansion, 2020.
The largest expansion in the last 40 years.
40 years, you mean?
Yes.
Libraries. 40 years.
40 years. I hear e-library. I hear no P.
Okay, into this year, senior, what's the result? About the first graduates are out. They would have to move on. Tertiary level.
What the chair was the fees?
No, the government took that.
And this is what you have. So it is so because Imani Google where they only had a good young Google way last. Imani on free education. I say poor quality students they remember out Imani. Why for now say results we better.
Yes, they've said that. And we expect increased enrollment in our tertiary institutions.
There'll be expansion in most of the tertiary institutions. We've created new universities.
New universities?
Of course. University of Environmental and Sustainable Development. I think I've for the first intake.
But that's not a university you created.
We have
so many are there.
So many are there. So far the
yes.
The first batch of students constructing buildings phase 1. I cut it short
for phase 2. Yes.
So they have started recruitment 800 plus. I will recruit faculty and a non-faculty. Abamu has started at the next January B square. We will start intake.
But no, won't you praise the former administration for starting it at least?
You buy the cut it short. Because one Johnny or 4 January be cut out. Oh gosh. Aha, and then another a front place now.
Yeah.
What kinds of Obeshiam?
Yeah.
I have the documents in your actual say NDC fire the 419. We've built set over the start here. I don't know Jomamba accusing MPP said no money in Twasso. The Twasso can be university. Oh, Jomamba can be a bon or Saki can be chair, but we didn't pay either. That is why I said, Obi Obe Jomama and I could fado. I don't need Dahubiad, and that did that. So between Atwama Jomama.
And for student tertiary near that is that.
What's the BME? Here in Crawford, free cross 96 kilometers. A secondary school could be over 80s. And then I couldn't quite who know. They say Yahoo Bree. I was Yakova Scholarship Secretariat.
So almost on major announcement be Ochina.
No. So announcement no subaba.
I know you're different from
different. Sakula we the paper journalists be interview.
Yeah, there's so there no.
Across the Opoku school UK. The Scholarship Secretariat is the usual school man.
United Kingdom.
Ashasi, but this is the Ashasi so about
Ashasi, yeah, man.
I was all over the world. Offer. For brilliant students, don't win your university by 10 cry.
Of course.
No one choose the
Of course, Ivy League schools no bear.
Ghana leave New York, Ivy League schools 8.
Eboom at the same time.
I don't choose the open. The child should be spoiled for choice.
But should we sponsor him outside of Ghana?
Anywhere he wants to go, he deserves it. But what's the difference between or no any Munya scholarship to go Munya 8 is? Mama Mami could be a subsu.
Oh no.
Ministers, deputy ministers, country Ghana GLPC scholarship to call your masters. No, we are qualified.
Oh,
Young Twasso.
Asempa FM.
Honorable, my Yanshanian fan commono NC 1 week from Enne Ghana for air call Aqua to elect 275 parliamentarians and a president. Your name says is here Mukra majority in Ghana's parliamentary the MPP. Is that something you are maintaining? The majority?
We are improving.
Oh, you are improving on the numbers?
Yes.
From 169 to
about 180.
190?
180.
180.
Yes.
Oh, really? I've heard the former president say,
former president
145 seats in parliament.
Former president that's our and then try to go to power you did.
Oh no, so we may be questions so.
I can't be a more credible crack. Obi a president or letter quiet the policy is lacking credibility.
FM.
Indeed, you are improving your seat in parliament to at least 180.
Yes. At least 180.
At least 180, yes. And for the presidency, Nanado is
one
winning.
Touch.
One touch victory.
One touch. No boy. Order number 1. Oh, boy.
Research be a Becca runoff. Research be a Becca runoff, you will not believe it.
So they are the research in Aka. They know what 2016 you can't eat my 2016 said pollsters be a GD Ukruma.
Yeah.
See you lose. Pollsters be a church book. Oh, see you lose. Pollsters be see you lose. The man is in the end. I'm saying poor free SHS, poor quality. You turn out poor quality graduates. Nyamiote say adefu. Who bro who for suit you musu. What you say?
Honorable, Jewa home na men kind messages kakra ne emfa sorry.
Kaka ba request nyom yensa. Mabo bako aka biedu.
Asempa FM. Asempa FM.
94.7.
Akaba akodo.
Bako ben.
MP before there no. Eba. Na yet say sa adwum na bae na nkrofo kokra pa. No mo gina free ka do mo san. O ka sa adwum no. Na o table nkrofo wura se. Sa
one corner.
Sa MP before you no.
MP before you dey here.
Yeah, there.
O fe chono.
Be Bobby me nim ni di. Be board there.
Erade aso.
Bobby tie. Kaba.
Asempa FM. Asempa FM.
Ano what failure kwa aba so ba ave na kwasu ade o she o be correct one mistakes na sa be kun control enye mistakes for correction in your presidency try error oko A level why they say the whole Ghana the most person because of you ungrateful but the Ghana board who can share the party president Mahama assemblyman presiding officer
no an assemblyman the end of was he an assemblyman
it's not about it. Assemblyman, presiding officer.
He was not an assemblyman.
Well, this is the one. And over here, MP. And no DMP, no call deputy minister. And no deputy minister. And the minister free her. And the minister. And now free her. And now obey a vice president. And now the president who ye. And obey acting president. And the full president for 6 months. And I can't afford to see this. So we can say 4 billion. And now the president. And now for policy credibility. Every IMF, the financial bailout, and GDP 3.2, the lowest since 1992. Why you? And I got about who catch it, John.
I mean, kind messages.
Oh, the trouble. I don't need a man you toss.
Oh, no.
Background. I get there, but in the incident to her.
My main kind message. What the best sorry, what the best sorry. We say, good evening, Obi. Thanks for bringing the Honorable Minister of Education to the studio. On the licensure exams, is he saying that exams will make a teacher more qualified even when they have completed their various tertiary education? And also, is he saying that teachers without licensure don't do a better work? Then if so, the education minister with a medical degree should not be there.
Obi.
That's from
Obiko University could be accountancy, PhD, master's, first degree.
Yes.
Oba, ICA. Our year exams and our year exams.
Oh yeah, exams.
Obiko Lego ni tech koye law ni gimpa. No ba makulo exams and no onye.
You do an exam.
Obiko law school. Which profession? And we are to get into the profession when exams on cherry back. It doesn't make you less. It makes you that they are admitting you to that body of professions. And yet, we be an answer. When you are take 80% of medical school, you have to undergo your professionalization before you can be called a doctor. Engineers, call engineering council. And so what you see title ENG. Pharmacy for go through pharmacy council. Architects go through architectural registration council. Lawyers go through Ghana legal council. Doctors go through medical and dental council. Why? Because a profession is a profession. No university can grant you professional status.
But you are
all over the world. I just got them.
You are. I have no doubt. Say you are a good physician. You're
yes,
a good doctor.
And then be medical school. Me a good physician. Me a good doctor.
The teacher who taught you one chola in sense exam.
So what?
So what he know is
remember I make a woman. Your gene I will not get midwife. And then the brother midwife. I was
a teacher.
Bassa. And you are comparing apples and oranges. Oh, me who fee. Was up the child and then the Biaba come was out. No, infection.
Obi, the current government has regrettably taken away automatic postings of teachers from colleges of education. A disastrous initiative which was never taken under President Mahama. Today, over 16,000 newly trained teachers have been left stranded. They do not know their fate, whether they will be posted or not. These trained teachers are calling on government to employ them. And if for nothing at all, expect the minister to respond these poor qualified teachers appropriately. They are not interested. Or saying what matter is
and this is the
a Kojan or a former tag executive.
Former tag executive NDC for. Yes, started national service, net licensing.
Yes.
They were in my office for 3 hours. Opening the ministry of what we crack and boom the DMATEM. But that is not my point. 2017 teachers are full wigger. Apart from who fail the exams, they be no moment to be unqualified. 2018 you are full wigger. 2019 GS abasa we bibia na vacancies na also schools they declare no e be delay my into a be release or say how many students did your mama ever admit or you admit me obu no why I just 3 months pay policy do the you cannot compare your party NDC wa okasado ever to MPP in anything that we do only teacher training allowance of the beko obesa dey koba abayana. I know that Ghana Education Service is working seriously. Last week, one to say, hey, you see, validation be by teacher, could professor, and your chair salary. I don't know make you. This is a government that is working on behalf of the Ghanaian people. And then NDC, I could be about Jamaica, and now test message. I'll be reading Ghana Education Service will post. Not only is he going to post, or say 2017 and 2018 for the car, a carbono, or be post you back at 2019. Did it ever happen at the job, mama? What a shame. Gather and pedocre. It's a baby to say your mama before it mean ye do mumu Ghana. Yen cano cray and pedocracy. Said your mama say and Chenny refia seven. Or the Twitch can say ye do compare. That will chant trophy. Or do crowd put most support to know. President to be Jina Hawkins say. I call us staggering on the buy. Meaning the original. I don't know much or butcher teacher training allowance. One can say the party name a phone. I don't know when introduce utility bills. Tertiary institutions. One called demonstration. I don't know we have 3 months pay policy. One called demonstration. Ya then this for say yan you refiase. You refiase bu. You better come to crave. Ghana Education Service will release the posting. Ya do asako kasebiu.
The postings will be released.
It will be released.
When is that?
Ghana Education Service draw circular.
Yeah.
20th
November, yeah.
20th
October.
25th November.
Okay.
Ewa, my main kind. No one can say, na poor can we be. Na one kind. Me kind actual. Or say. Postings of recruited staff from the colleges of education. 26th November. Also, the management of Ghana Education Service wishes to inform the general public that it regrets inability to publish the list of recruited staff who completed college education in 2019 and those of 2017 and 2018 who were recruited during the mopping up exercise. The inability to publish the list is due to some technical difficulties. It is the desire of the service to strictly post recruited staff to fill specific vacancies, as declared at the schools from the districts, and therefore the technical difficulties needed to be resolved to ensure smooth processing of the lists. Every effort is being made to resolve these hitches to facilitate the postings in the coming days. Management assures all the persons involved, as well as the general public, that it is working round the clock to release the postings within the shortest possible time. Announcement of the date for checking on the postings will be announced in due course. Any inconvenience caused by the delay in the release of the posting is deeply open. Do you compare a government that would even come out with this than that unresponsive, dead goat government? Abaya wait to be about out of the country and say, I did obey, but problem now, Betty. You don't respect this government.
Into the postings will be done.
It will be done as quickly as possible. Hopefully. Hopefully. In the meantime, Obi, schools have been closed since September and March. Do we pay teachers or not?
They are paid.
Do they go to school or not?
No.
Shouldn't you be appreciative? The Oka say yen to be can't post it. Obeko school be. And I coach So people should be patient.
When basic schools.
Basic schools.
Okay.
Each and every one in this postings. Or kindergarten and then primary school.
Or GHS.
I even doubt it. So why do you be patient? Schools to Gabayabi. Has government formally reopened schools? Yes or no?
No.
It is why the rush. So say do post it now call school ho let teacher dey new or be validate you post it there.
But have they been told this? Mark can we
reading secular
from the secular. No, the secular did not state the fact. Say schools in May.
The schools are BA. No, two schools no match the BA. It is all your teacher now who name so also your 2019 teacher now names the schools here shut in Ghana. Then me and you should be worried.
No. I know, sir. We all know, sir. Schools are shut.
The
but
battle is
the official reason in the secular was not because schools are
not because between education and the Pakun Krasi Tragana
Asempa FM.
If you all crab baby do come every day. Ubekwama head teacher no I confirm you ama ode usika ode slip back to headquarters. I'm start to validate you. About 5 temporary praise. That is why there's always a lag between obe start Juma and then the salary. To go through state processes. If you have a file biometric from Ministry of Finance, it will be called Ludi. What you say? Now the schools in me now a big problem because previously your recruiter they check about regions, so not regions now in Yobupe. We are realizing that most of the teachers were ending up in areas that were not needed. And those areas that were deprived were the only ones who had nothing. So say, yeah, reposted. Posted the bar outer. Because the poor areas also deserve teachers.
Deserve good teachers. Good teachers, that's true. Nana Godfrey, a lecturer with UEW. I said lecturers are forever proud of you, Honorable Minister, for your immeasurable contributions to the education sector. Nana Godfrey, lecturer UEW, and also a brother to Efia Koto of Maslok. And on the way, Abba Obi, please greet Honorable Napo for me. I'm impressed with what he's been able to achieve within this short period. It's indeed true that the NPP are good managers of this economy. Former Fanana in the NPP, lawyer John Kwame Kwesen. And Odiwe Abba. Good evening, Obi. Solid work so far done by Napo. In some quarters, he's referred to as the best minister in Africa. Anyway, say hi to my senior brother, Baba Tofik. Tell him I'm waiting for his call. Good fellow. And anyway, Abba. Obi, the sense of humor in this one-on-one interview is massive. Great submission by Napo. When the forest gets on fire, the chameleon learns to run fast. Surprisingly, the NDC now claiming they introduced free SHS. What a wow. Guy G in Newark in New Jersey. And
Hobie. But all voices to be. Because Kofu Auntie.
Voices
the old boy repeat Mammy Hade.
Voices on what past government officials have said.
Including President Mahama.
Okay.
But
my daughter had 8 A's. Can she also get a scholarship, please?
See, our daughter is privileged.
8 A's.
Oh, but is it 8 A's? The 8 A's in your pool. Obi 8 today, 65. Obi so there 93. Ghana for TV.
Yeah.
Oh, mom said don't let the free SHS buy.
Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. Many mistakes have been made by countries in Africa already with free SHS.
If you look at the cost of education in this country, in any country, it is very, very expensive. It is not possible to say that, I mean, when you are a boarder and you are going to school, all the feeding, all the accommodation, all the tuition fee and everything is free.
Opoku stated that he's going to give us free senior high school, free food for everybody, including day students. If you pass in front of the school, you get people. If you pass in front of the school, you get people.
The government has budgeted 2 billion cedis for free SHS for this academic year. If you have 2 billion more to spend on education, will you spend all of it on free SHS?
Free SHS that has caused meningitis in our schools and led to the loss of 8 Ghanaian young lives. The free SHS that is an abysmal failure. That free SHS that has led to the highest failure rate in the past decade in the WASI. Is that what you're talking about? You're not thinking. The free SHS is an abysmal failure. Abysmal failure.
Education, no.
When today you are hearing Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP going all over the country shouting free SHS, free SHS, free SHS. That is what you call all lie be lie.
Asempa FM.
Yes.
So President Mahama on why I said, no one started free SHS. The Nyamijano. The Segana for say a Jwada Baya Ekotui. Over MPP ni NDC to Sadim. No one shall abaya waba if you 9 since 1992 Constitution. A baby man yet must have another than Kokufuado Abay. Now you twada so. No for more Emra.
Okay.
More in education. More infrastructure, more hospitals. So your agenda 111. More hospitals in 111 districts. About by such audacious moves. Audacious. Because I drink Cassia, and that's what I can say. We want to transform Ghana. It is all the see more hospitals. Now we'll see more schools. Yeah, but those schools there is who call Kwasira Awasu. Obia cause hey, where the Yaduman comes to a university. Yaduman comes to a university. Then you're being shy. On toast young Ghana as said you were taught in fear 9. None no by mbu na common ya. Na yen di Ghana diane. Na yen one district one factory in no so. Near ya astro tefi na mabunu bobo. Obobo bampe bampe. And only about yourself. And you are by on number president or number would do a no east covered with to know what to go. Let go for your mamma. We kick him. There be you. Yeah, just see you. You don't see boat. About yourself and just see. No, Ababase. No, Ababase. I just hear you. You book my. I'm a here near so for swap.
Honorable Dr. Matthew.
Now, yes, I said, the other. That was all to number one. The battle is still the Lord's.
Mame Nase. We wish you well. We wish you well.
I mean, sure.
What's
the crying what?
Meaning. It is a Mansia Street.
Mansia
South.
Yeah, them. and I do you
We wish you well. That Otsana special.
And from one for high she. It was a cool breeze.
Cool breeze.
Because 8 years over who the NDC. And the President Bill say Great Ashanti Project, you on Jeffrey. 8 years of NDC, you on Jeffrey. John Mama says say, oh, yeah, go to cry.
8 years of Oman Jeffrey, why he found
out Ashanti.
Honorable. Now, some man, okay.
I said, no, Bacon. I don't know where.
Not so much KJT market.
KJT, oh, if you are Namoka, Yamoka Monty, I said, KJT.
And you can man yes your party.
But now started so boy and anyway you are a mabeda cause with Nicola.
And why do you say so man yes?
And you don't hear you won't fuck say.
And all card you almost ask your movie.
And then you are some pack as a patry. President Conformance hospitals I say wa a ferry tepa Konongo do say and the now do not baby so we are and then baby. And then Nando Nasa baby. At least we bit with sensible. Says 45 million euros. Some quite so the so many. Merci every. Chair do we to Confanachi so for land. On both the kindness to do and here and young Makumasi for over to taste over to be ye. Ah, it was a job, Mamma by. I got the Canozo Sika, do the Pepsi Road. 2 years they do to. So the scaffa. My mamun, yes, sir, and such awful. More educated Ghana for no moose about full party and one of your mamma by.
Honorable, my young fancy. We wish you well. Why?
Udia? The moment Baba was at election.
No, I was
election was she.
I was here. Oh, don't what? Say about Sawase. And oh, honorable, I mean, she has out there. That means she has out there.
I did Grandma.
Was it?
I didn't.
Measure how they say, you will see that. I say, no, dear, no.
Now, as was the young Muntaka.
As was not a whole year
50-50.
It is a constituencies, sir.
And then you say, a young people solid. You change you. Oh, no, the BS.
I knew it to be as
you change you. A jura, you change you. And you will press 47.
Oh, Ashanti region. Timothy be including as a
80. Sa ballot paper, duplicated pieces here making. And then confirm person best say ballot. Don't say Ubiaman in the house. And do tell because Ubiaman in the see a 2 about the crudgy. Also, electoral commission, the ambassador election the motorbike be a juma.
Yeah.
Aha. Say motorbike be a police for the money to because motorbike will be as a ballot box.
No police for one channel.
Over that channel, motorbike can over 2,000 actually.
That's me about bike ne tie ne mutu.
And then the 9 so dodges were also be at the she is another
police for no so ya the ometi ma tie ne mutu ama motorbike legend.
A tupa one nipa do cry Jeffrey. I don't go for ballot box. Obi a chana dwe. Yan kaso obi a ma chana ho den. I date a cotton ballot box. Me see a woman share there. You try baby you coffee you PhD near your bonfire a shit tie they can home every police station.
More set tie.
Oh tie.
And no can.
You try who say
celebrations no.
Na wo ye muado na wo yes you try ho. Na wo asa de ye no aduana fo. Sa de ye no. Ni su anto. Nyambia shagana. Udim say registration then this was your munye. Okay. Because also ye registration power but Daniel Oba. What you say since your crabato? On say 40-something days a year registration since you are to die. God is a God of still miracles. He listens to the prayers of his sons and children. Ajamina we shagan and fear na Oba na do so amada. Ah COVID by enye nsuo free no. Sa nyamina abebo abana ye beto ho ban. Amana nado I said the Ghana name na MPP parliamentary na me nue ya wako achi abe come home parliament near wie what you say
Matthew Opoku Prempeh yeah that's it Ekosiisen na high Asempa FM adofo no moma yentie we ye ba enne ye be call NDC march a omo ye won kran ha yes probity and accountability march in memory of